Hi everyone, this is me Ayush with Fun Mission X. In this video we are going to see about the basics of PLC. So what is a PLC? Basically PLC is an acronym and it stands for Programmable Logic Controller. A PLC is a computer based controller that uses inputs to monitor a process and uses outputs to control a process using a program. Or simply we can say that PLC is a solid state device used to control the outputs based on a program and inputs. Now we can see about the architecture of PLC. It mainly consists of power supply, central processing unit, memory unit, communication ports, input side and output side. And these two are the isolation barriers. They are optocouplers, that is, it consists of photodiodes and phototransistors. Now we can see about the block diagram of PLC. So this is the power supply card and direct supply is given to the power supply card. It can be AC or DC powered, and the supply voltage is converted to PLC operating voltage by SMPS, that is 24 volt DC, and it is given to the input card, output card and central processing unit. The memory unit consists of both program memory and data memory. In program memory, program is stored, and in data memory, input output status is stored. And the communication port is used to interface the computer with the PLC, that is for uploading and downloading purpose, or it is used for connection with HMIs or any other third-party devices. Now let us take an example. Suppose we have a switch and a lamp, and we want the lamp to turn on when the button is pressed, and when the button is pressed again we want to turn it off. To do this, we must write a program for this operation in a computer and download it to the CPU through communication port. Then we need to connect this switch to the input card and lamp to the output card. Now if you press the button, an electrical switch will be sent to the PLC, and the PLC input will deliver this to the CPU in a format understandable by it. The CPU will process the data received and send the result to the output card, and the output turns the data to a raw electrical signal again and supplies to the lamp, so it turns on. So scan cycle or scan time. So it is the time required to read the inputs, execute the program and write the outputs. It indicates how fast the controller can react to the changes in input. Scan time is a major concern in high speed operations. So next one is PLC programming languages. IEC 1131-3. It is the international standard for programmable controller programming languages. So here is the list of programming languages: ladder diagram, instruction list, structured test, sequential, function charts, function block diagram. So here in this most commonly used one is LDs and FBDs, that is ladder diagram and function block diagram. So this is the classification of PLC. So first classification is based on IOs. Then it is based on power supply. Then third one is based on supply given to the inputs and supply taken from the output. So based on inputs and outputs, the PLC can be classified into fixed type PLC, modular type PLC and rack type PLC. This is the fixed type PLC. Here the IOs cannot be expanded, that is, they are fixed. This type of PLC is used in small process where the less number of inputs and outputs are required, and here the maximum number of inputs output is 128. Now we can see about the modular type PLC. In this type of PLC, IO modules are expanded in series. These two are the IO modules, and they are connected to the PLC through the expansion port. Here maximum number of IOs are 2048. So the next one is rack type PLC. As you can see that here we have rack type arrangements. The IO modules are expanded in parallel, and the first two racks are always reserved for power supply and CPU. Here maximum number of IOs is 16,000. So next type of classification is based on SMPS. It is divided into two, that is with SMPS and without SMPS. So this is the with SMPS PLC. This type of PLC will have inbuilt SMPS. Therefore, the direct supply can be given to the PLCs. And if you want to know about whether the PLC you are having is with SMPS or without SMPS, just check out the label. If you have this type of indication, that is line 1, line 2 neutral or phase neutral indication, then it says that your PLC is with SMPS. This is the without SMPS PLC. Here we need to connect the SMPS module externally. So next type of classification is based on whether the PLC is transistor based PLC or relay based PLC. As you know, transistor is a electronic device and relay is a power to electronic device. So the transistor based PLC only DC supply can be used, and in relay based both AC and DC supply can be used. In transistor based PLC, if the voltage from the PLC is positive, then it means that it is source type PLC. If it is negative, then it means that it is sink type PLC. Finally, as far as switching is concerned, the transistor based PLC will have faster switching than the relay based ones. So thank you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.